Today, we journey back to one of the most transformative conflicts in the history of the Horn of Africa, the Ethiopian-Adal War. A war that pitted the Christian kingdom of Ethiopia against the Muslim Sultanate of Adal. This 14-year struggle reshaped the region, bringing together cultural, religious, and political forces from across Africa, Arabia, and even Europe. The conflict was more than just a territorial dispute. It was a clash of ideologies, religions, and ambitions that drew the attention of powerful allies from across the Red Sea and beyond. At the heart of the conflict were two dominant powers: the Ethiopian Empire, a Christian kingdom with ancient roots tracing back to the Aksumite civilization, and the Sultanate of Adal, a Muslim state situated in the eastern lowlands of modern-day Somalia and Djibouti. By the early 16th century, both nations were vying for control of strategic trade routes and influence over neighboring territories. But this simmering rivalry was about to explode, thanks to a charismatic leader from Adal. Known as Ahmed ibn Ibrahim al-Ghazi, or Ahmed Gran, meaning the left-handed, this ambitious leader rose to power in Adal in the 1520s. Determined to expand Adal's influence, Ahmed sought to unite Muslim communities and challenge the Ethiopian Empire directly. In 1529, Ahmed launched his first major offensive, defeating Ethiopian forces at the Battle of Shimbra. It was a shocking victory that marked the beginning of a relentless campaign against the Ethiopian highlands. Ahmed's forces, equipped with firearms obtained through Ottoman support, devastated Ethiopia. Churches were burned, cities were razed, and thousands were killed or displaced. Emperor Lebna Dengel, who ruled Ethiopia during the early years of the war, struggled to mount an effective defense against the invaders. With the backing of the Ottoman Empire, Ahmed's army introduced gunpowder weapons to the battlefield, giving them a significant technological edge over Ethiopian forces, who relied largely on traditional weaponry. Facing near collapse, the Ethiopian Empire turned to an unlikely ally, Portugal. The Portuguese, motivated by a shared Christian faith and a desire to counter Ottoman influence, sent a military expedition led by Cristóvão da Gama, son of the famous explorer Vasco da Gama. Although initially successful in bolstering Ethiopian resistance, Cristóvão's forces suffered a major defeat at the Battle of Wafla in 1542, where Cristóvão himself was captured and executed by Ahmed's troops. But the tide was about to turn. In 1543, Emperor Gelawdewos, who succeeded Lebna Dengel, launched a counteroffensive with remaining Portuguese support. At the pivotal Battle of Huayna Doga, Ahmed Gran was killed in combat, marking the beginning of the end for the Adal invasion. Ahmed's death fractured the unity of his forces, allowing Ethiopia to reclaim much of its lost territory. The war left both nations weakened, but the Ethiopian Empire survived, preserving its Christian heritage and sovereignty. The Ethiopian-Adal War was more than just a military struggle, it was a defining moment in the history of East Africa. The conflict reshaped the region's political boundaries, religious dynamics, and even its global connections. Today, the war serves as a reminder of the resilience of the people of the Horn of Africa and the enduring legacies of their empires and leaders. Thank you for joining us on this journey through history. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories from the past that continue to shape our world today.